What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we've got a new NBA flashback player to go over to talk about, and along the way, you can get some other cards to add to your collection. Now, as we do talk about the free Michael Finley, make sure to type in the locker code today. I'll briefly, pop it up on screen for you guys. Pause video if you have to. Go to locker codes, type this thing in. It is literally the most important thing you do today. If nothing else, type that locker code in. It will lead you to success. Now, as far as Michael Finley is concerned, the first thing I want to talk about is how good is Michael Finley? Like, is Michael Finley great? I mean, honestly, I don't think he's that great. Evan Fournier base, the Blake Griffin upper is troll, basic, leaner, pro dribble. He's not great. However, he's got a 94 3-ball, 92 speed, and he's solid enough defensively. So he's a solid enough card to play. Looking at it, all you got to do is get 15 assists with the Magic player. You got to knock down 10 3-pointers with the Bucks player. You got to get 25 rebounds with Rockets players over multiple games. You got to get 27 rebounds with Pistons players over multiple games. Match Lou Will and get 10 steals with shooting guards over multiple games. And then score 55 points with a Pacers player in a game. So honestly, if you lock in and go into, let's say, domination, you can, as long as you got the players for specific teams, you can honestly get this done in like 1 or 2 domination games. Probably 2 or 3. Maybe the rebounds are going to be a little bit harder, but it's not going to be a super tough grind to get a free pink diamond Michael Finley for you guys. And again, along the way, you'll get Ray Allen, who I don't love Ray Allen, but for budget guys is decent. Do I love, Moses Malone or Dennis Rodman? I mean, not really. I mean, these Amethyst cards are not great. Moses isn't the worst, but these Ami cards aren't great. As far as Lou Will, I don't necessarily like him either, but he is a free diamond to add to your collection that offensively can give you at least something on the floor. I like these challenges. Now, I will say this. I don't love Michael Finley. Like we've seen it in the past. We saw Jermaine O'Neal. Now we see Michael Finley. 2 guys that aren't necessarily great, but at least it's a free pink diamond. I'm not going to complain a whole ton about these NBA flashback drops for a free pink diamond. And hopefully, this is a thing to come, for the future. Obviously, who knows with 2K if we'll continue to see this or not. But I do like the fact that we, saw it today, and hopefully it is a sign of things to come. Because, even if you don't necessarily love Michael Finley, even if you don't love Jermaine O'Neal, they are good for like the no money spent people. So like today, I don't know if I will grind it, but I could grind this thing out for Michael Finley. And honestly, if I didn't have Franz Wagner, I might do it. But again, Michael Finley, the problem with it is, you can get guys in the auction house that are, just as good for probably cheaper, or not cheaper, but, really inexpensive. So that's kind of the hard part for Michael Finley today is, again, I don't hate the card, but value-wise, probably going to lose quite a bit of value, especially since we saw that pink diamond locker code. A lot of, people might get Kyle Korver, people might get Gerald Wallace, and we should see, again, some of these prices slowly decline throughout today. So, again, Michael Finley, he's not great, but the fact of the matter is, look, domination is probably the most worth it mode to play. You can grind, obviously, level 40 as you're grinding domination, and get easy wins as well. So it's not, a super difficult thing to get done, to get accomplished for you guys. And it is something I would take. If you are like a really no money spent squad or just starting the game, it is something that I would take the time to grind for, is this Michael Finley card. Because, look, he's 6'7", can play defense, offensively he's fine. No, I don't love his release. No, I don't love Michael Finley. But at the end of the day, a free pink diamond is a free pink diamond. You combine this with whatever you get from the locker code, and look, you've got a solid squad to your start to your squad. You could start your no money spent series today and add whoever from the locker code, add Michael Finley, and boom, just like that, you've got 2 guys that can play. No, they're not perfect, but they absolutely can play. And again, if you're grinding domination while doing it, you're going to notice your XP go up, you're going to notice your coin count go up, and guess what? As you're grinding it, there's these double MT challenges that I've been grinding on my no money spent squad series as well. So there's really a lot to look at within that, and for me, I do think it is probably worth your time to go through and obviously do. So Michael Finley's not perfect. He's, in my opinion, kind of similar to like what that Jermaine O'Neal was, where it's just like, you know what? He is a pink diamond, but he's a bad pink diamond. Probably one of the worst, not the worst, but one of the worst pink diamonds they could have given us. But at the end of the day, he's a playable guy if you are balling on a budget, if you really are no money spent, that you can get for free. So you can't hate it a whole ton in my opinion. Yes, you can want or expect better cards in the future for these NBA flashback sets, but it is a small step in the right direction. And look, I've been on record quite often this year to hate on what 2K is doing, to not necessarily like what 2K is doing, but at the end of the day, it's a free pink diamond, and at the end of the day, it is something that is useful, not necessarily for everybody, but for somebody out there. So, and honestly, if you wanted to go in a lot of these modes, you could do them in breakout, most of these things, now as far as getting them to, as far as the rebounds, you can do those in breakout. Same thing with steals. Now, as far as scoring 55 points, as far as getting, a certain amount of assists, those type of things, those things are going to be tough to do in a, if you are, not playing domination, if you're not playing domination, those things are going to be tough to get done. So at the end of the day, am I going to grind for Michael Finley on any account? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hate on it, because I know if I were starting my No Money Spent Squad series today with the locker code, with Michael Finley, we'd be off to a decent start. Again, no, it's not great. No, it's not necessarily useful to a lot of people, but it's fine. You know what? It's a fine thing, and it is, in my opinion, a small step in the right direction, which is a lot of what I asked for. A lot of what I asked for is small steps, to help people out, to give people free cards, give people a reason to play the game is really, what I asked for. And today, for some people, they've got a reason to load up domination. And to me, I can't complain a whole time. And you know what? Even for card collectors, here you guys go. You got a free pink diamond to add to your collection. Now, I wish I could add this or I guess I can. I can add Kemba Walker to the exchange and get a Hall of Fame badge for him. Maybe I should do that. I'm going to actually do that instead of locking in for Kemba. And maybe you could do the same with Michael Finley. Lock him in if you wanted to for a Hall of Fame badge, which, and I'm not telling you guys to do that, but if I just locked in 2 pink diamonds, and boom, they can lead to a Hall of Fame badge option pack. So even if you don't like the pink diamonds, even if you don't want to lock cards in, you can add it to obviously here, get Hall of Fame bailout. And again, what is Hall of Fame bailout really going to do for me? Not necessarily a ton, but you know what? I could apply it to a player to help them sell for more. I could apply it to a point guard that I like, help them out. And it just helps out in a very slight way. So if you don't want to, obviously, if you don't like Michael Finley, think of it, you're grinding towards half of a Hall of Fame badge. It's not necessarily worth it either, but again, it is just something to think about. That's gonna wrap it up for our video. Drop a like on it, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.